Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this really cool boho pendant necklace using Seafoam Sunrise collection from the Bargain Bead Box for March of 2024. It was just a really easy piece to make. I used one of the filigree teardrops and I just did it upside down just for something different. I used one of the toggle clasps as part of the pendant, and then I did two different lengths of chain with the longest one in the middle here. And then I made these little connections between the eye pins with the beads, and then I doubled up the chain. And then I just used a simple lobster clasp on the back. I could have used a toggle clasp, but I was afraid because this was more of a, not flimsy, but it was, didn't have a lot of firmness to the necklace. It hangs really loose. And I was afraid that the toggle clasp, it would keep coming off. So that's why I used a lobster clasp on this one, which I might be wrong, but I wasn't sure. So yeah, I will leave a link to the Bargain Bead Box below. And I hope you enjoyed this necklace. And if you want to see how I make it, then stay tuned. Okay, so I'm starting with these, the chain that came with the bead box. And I'm measuring out, it comes out to about almost 2.5 inches. And that can vary for you. The main thing is, I've cut 4 of them already. So you see how they're even on the bottom. The best way to do this is just to take an eye pin or a head pin or a needle or anything. And I attach it like this. Bring them all together so you can see the length. Let me get them down. And I'm just going to, I have my cutters and I'm just going to kind of hold it up. And I know it's hard to do this and I will just cut it. I look at it like this, and then I will cut it so that it is the same exact length. So then see how that ends up being the same length. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do 6 to start with, because I'm not sure how many I'm gonna need yet, but you will know at the end of the video how many I need. And I always close my eyes when I clip these, just because if one of those went into your eye, you'd be in a lot of trouble. Okay, so here I have 6. And then I'm also, let me lay these down. And then I'm also going to get those off. I'm also going to cut 1 inch. So let me see here. We got this, and I'll do 1 inch. Let me see if I can find where I cut that off now. Hold on 1 second. Let me, should be right here. I don't think I cut it. Okay, because these are going to dangle from the bottom. So now I'm just going to get another eye pen. Okay, so now I'm going to do an eye pen with this. I'm going to do 1 inch. And I'm going to have each one just a teeny bit difference in length, so it looks a little more organic, it doesn't look so perfect. So I'm holding, pulling that out, I'm holding that like that. So now this one I will cut a couple down farther. Get that down and hang that off. So it tends to be in one down, and then the other one, the third one, I will get to be the same length as the first one. So then, let me see here. And like I said, I always close my eyes. So if you can see that like that. Okay, so that will be for the dangle part of it. So I'm putting this all in here. So have the ruler, putting that to the side. And then I have jump rings. I'm going to take one jump ring. I'm also going to use my one-step looper too. And like I said, I have a ton of supplies, but I love using my my round nose pliers because I bend stuff and just, let me see. Okay, let me put this right through here. Okay, so now it's going to be like that. Now I'm going to put the part of the toggle clasp on here, just so I have something dangling from it. Okay, so then we just have that. Okay, so now we have that. Let me show you everything I'm using before I go any farther. I'm using, of course, the eye pins. I'm using these gorgeous crystal faceted drop beads in marble mint. I'm using the 3mm Amazonite faceted round beads. I've just got a few on there for now. I'm using the bead caps. And I'm using one of the filigree teardrops and one of the pieces from the toggle clasps. So that's all I'm doing right now. And then I have my own little personal stash. Oh wait, hold on one second. I need one more thing. I'm going to use a lobster clasp for this, just because I'm going to have this a little bit longer, and because of the chain, I'm afraid if I use the toggle clasp, it could come undone when you're wearing it, because it's not going to, might not be as secure around the neck as some of the pieces are. So I always check to make sure that it's open. So I've got some crimp beads, some crimp covers, some jump rings, just the basics there. Okay, so I think I've got enough for that right there. Okay, so I'm going to start by making this pendant right here. So I'm taking the eye pin, making sure it's straight. Then I'm going to take one of the bead caps and this gorgeous bead. Now, if you've never worked with one-step looper, this is a 1.5mm loop, and it has a hole right there where you could put it in. So if you are using like one that's too long like this, then you know you can put that through to stretch that out. You don't want to put the bead cap past that little part right there, and the rest goes into that chamber. and then you just squeeze it, just trying to catch that, and then you see how it goes in there. And then you can, while it's in there, you can adjust it. You can turn it, you know, you could do whatever you need to with it. And there it goes. Now, sometimes it doesn't make the most perfect loop, but I'm opening this anyway because I'm putting this on here, dangling right there. So just right there, it's the approximate size, which is what's nice. Okay. Well, okay, now I just messed that up. Hold on 1 second. So I'm putting that on like that. Okay. And now this one right down here, make sure I got the right one that's gonna, I'm opening that up and I'm putting that like that. Okay. So this is going to be just a simple kind of pendant, handmade pendant, using a few of the pieces. So now we've got this. So this is the pendant we're going to work off of, and I'm going to attach, I'm going to take the, taking my things, I'm just kind of flattening that out. Okay, so now I'm going to take one of the bead caps. I'm going to take the bead going down this way, like that. I'll take another one of those. I'm going to take one of the faceted Amazonite. So it's facing like this. And then this goes into there. So now we have this. Now I'm going to take my one-step looper and I'm going to put it in there. Now see how it won't fit all the way up to there, but I'm holding it. I've got it so that my finger is against there so that I know the beads are being pushed against it, so there's not any extra room. And then I'm just closing that up and turning that just a little bit like that. So I have this. I'm opening this up and I am putting it in, wait a minute. Okay, I'm putting it in here. So I'm wrapping that through there and then putting that in there like that. I'm going to make sure this is all closed. Okay, so we have that right there. Wait a minute, it's not tight enough. Hold on 1 second, let me. Okay. So I have that. Now I'm going to open up this piece. I think this is the, no. I'm gonna go open this piece up like that. And I'm gonna take one of these strands, put it through once, and then I'm gonna put it through again so that both of them are in there. I'm gonna grab that. And there. So this is the first part of the necklace, like that. Now we're going to do that on the other side. So I'm taking another eye pin, taking a jump ring, or a bead cap, I mean, turning it this way, another bead cap, another Amazonite, and then this. And I like the way those are facing like that, like this. Okay, so now one step loop, and we've got that one. I am adjusting a little bit. I'm a complete perfectionist. Okay. I'm opening that up. Now I'm dangling this. I had it cut so that there'll be one piece on the end. No, that's not it. Hold on one second. There we go. Okay. So there we have that. And let me go to the other side now. And I'm going to do the same there. Like this. And then that. And okay, so here we have it again. And get the one-step looper. And like I said, I'm kind of adjusting it. Okay, bring that there. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the front to it that. Okay, let me lay this down. So we have that. Now we're going to go with this. I'm going to open that up. Put that little corner in. Nope. Like that. Bring this forward. And do the other one. Okay. We've got that. And then we're going to do one more of these. Like that. Grab these. Do another Amazonite. Like that. Okay. Get the one-step looper again. Okay, and you get that off. And now I'm going to open that side up, and then I'm going to just kind of dangle this that I see. Okay. I see the piece that it belongs on. And then close that off. Let me close that a little better. This is why I like using my round nose pliers, because I feel like I'm always rounding things when I'm working. Okay. So that's it so far. So I'm going to do another one, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I added the next section on. So now we have the pendant. Then we have the beaded section, the chain section, the beaded section, the chain section, and then the beaded section one more time. So we have all of this. So now I'm going to add the chain section to the end. And I made a mistake when I was talking about needing crimp beads. I was thinking of something else. So we're going to start with this. And let me see if... Okay, so then you want to find the side that you need to open up to put your last section of chain on. And there's one. And then here's the other. And you put that into this. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So you have this, and then you could just close this up. It's not turning for me. Okay. There we go. So I have that, and then we're going to do this one. Open that up. Add. Let me see here. This is not. There we go. So with that, and I try and straighten out the chain as I'm putting it on so it's not all twisted and crimped up. And then we put this side on. Let me see here. Okay. Okay. So there we have this. Now I'm going to take my 2 jump rings and the lobster clasp, and I'm going to take one side, open that up, I'm going to put the lobster clasp on, and then again I'm going to hold this down to find that extra piece. I think this might be it. Yes. And then I'm going to close this up. I have that. And then I'm going to do this right here. Open this up, and I'm going to have this dangle again to find the point in the chain. I think this one is it. And then there we go. And then I have this beautiful boho inspired necklace with the chain. I think this looks so pretty. And I love using the toggle clasps, especially when they have like designs on them like this. You can get a lot of use out of them. They don't have to just be used to close up a necklace or a bracelet. You can use them for a lot of other things. So if you are interested in seeing how I made this necklace from the Seafoam Sunrise collection for Bargain Bead Box for March 2024, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will leave all my links below to my Etsy, Instagram, Pinterest, and my Facebook accounts. And if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing because I have a lot more tutorials coming up and it helps my channel with the algorithms if you follow along and you like and you comment. So, yeah. So I will leave a link below as well to Bargain Bead Box. And I will see you on my next video and you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.